What is going on, guys, and welcome back into another episode of Hustle Williams. And today I have one of the most fascinating topics you could ever come across or try and do on yourself, and we are going to be discussing launching a startup. Now, I am already a few weeks in to launching this startup. I would say more than a few weeks, but if this all goes well, it will be a blueprint to help you guys understand the processes that we went through, as well as a learning experience if this doesn't work out. So I'm going to play this as the devil's advocate, and what I mean by that is we are going to just start producing as much content as I can. I'm going to do this like I do on my Easy Fees secret group, because I already have a group going for this, and I'll explain to you guys how we got going with that. But for the most part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all the ins and outs of what has worked for us, what hasn't worked for us, how we went about it, what we changed up, what we're learning, and basically how we're going about launching our startup. If everything pans out, we will have more information based off of this. As I said before, I already have videos out about how I started and more information on where I'm at inside of my secret Easy Fees group, which I'm gonna put a link to if you guys would like to sign up. But I want to go over where we're at right now and just get the ball rolling, so that every Monday and Friday I can show you guys some new updates and to help us spread the news about our software. So basically, let's get started. What am I working on? So I want to show you guys exactly what it is first of all and how we got to this. So I am building a software for eBay bookkeeping, and this title of the software, the name of the software is called Easy Fees IO. Now, how did I get to this idea? We got to this idea basically after I was running a bookkeeping, after I was running an eBay store for nearly 2 years. We did over, and according to PayPal, I have over $650,000 that I have actually already done, and over 20,000 transactions based out of PayPal. And that's only one account. Based off of that information, what the problems that we encountered when we were doing this and why we decided to build this software was the bookkeeping softwares that are out there already weren't specifically designed to help sellers in the best and outmost easiest way possible. So what I mean by that, when we were using GoDaddy bookkeeping, we were having problems with credit cards matching the sale date for when we actually purchased an item. So I'm based off of the East Coast, and a lot of the transactions for the credit cards, since GoDaddy I believe was based out of the West Coast, or there was a time frame where the credit card transactions would go in later in the day versus in the beginning of the day when the transaction took place. So what would happen with my numbers is that my sales that actually took place would not go in until the day after. So my sales would be accounted for, but my credit card information would be counted against me on the next day. So I couldn't tell where my profits actually were ever, or how much my fees were 100% right off the bat. And sometimes the transactions didn't go in until the next day. So I could never know at any point in time how much money I had available to use at that set in time or later on in the day. So some of the things that were amazing about GoDaddy were the facts of how fast it was to set up, which is great. It is easy for a user to set it up. It is very difficult for a user, especially what I was doing at the time, dropshipping, but also many other situations where it's just not that good. It just doesn't account 100% for all those transactions in that given time frame, and you can't break it down to see it or move or adjust those prices. So that was one of the key issues that we had with that software. I then went on to try to use QuickBooks, and some of the issues I had with that, it is very difficult without a person to help you on the opposite end with who has accounting knowledge and how to set up this piece of software to work 100% with your eBay seller site. So I had so much difficulty setting up QuickBooks. It was just time consuming. I never got it right. The transactions were never accurate, and the information coming in was all over the place, and it was very, very, very not user friendly. So it was more detailed than it got to the nitty gritty, but is extremely hard to set up and very convoluted. So I had a problem with QuickBooks as well. For the majority of my time, I stayed with GoDaddy and I tried to figure it out manually on where the sales were off, and I was able to do it, but it was tedious and time consuming. Now, on top of that, what else I tried using, we used another software, not going to mention it, but it worked really well too, but they had some glitches as well, and it all had to do with timing. Timing was always off, no matter what software I was using. The correlation between East to West Coast and the time frames when the transactions took place for fully automated software was just not accurate enough. Now, another reason we decided to go out about this was because eBay doesn't make it easy for the seller to actually figure out all their fees. Now, their fees are hidden throughout the software in different points, in different places throughout the software. What I mean by that, on eBay alone, in order to see your pricing, you can go and you have to check, and you can get a full Excel spreadsheet printed out, and you can actually read it through there, but you have to know how to get there. You have to request the information. You can't see all your fees next to every order on eBay after you make a sale, which to me makes absolutely no sense. You should be able to see every fee that's taken out next to every order when you make a sale on eBay. That was one of the most driving factors why we decided to create the software. So with this in mind, Easy Fees was created. And what Easy Fees basically helps do is simplify the bookkeeping process for sellers and how they sell online. And we're going to branch out into other softwares. However, our main goal right now was to start with eBay. Why did we choose eBay? Well, eBay has the biggest market right now still over Amazon. There's more sellers on eBay than there are on Amazon as of right now today. However, as time goes on, that may change, but right now, as of today, they have the largest seller community on a e-commerce platform. So we decided that the e-commerce platform of eBay would be the easiest route to go about. So we decided to build this software for them. And what we decided to build was a 3-tier software. So what kind of software do we do? So our software is actually a Chrome extension combined with the capability of a dashboard, and then finalized with the ability to print out Excel spreadsheets. And that gives us the capability of making our software essentially show all your fees next to every order on eBay, which was crucial. Step 2 was to make sure that we had our dashboard fully functional. So on the dashboard, you can see all the sales and transactions that you've ever taken place on eBay, and they all show up in chronological order, and you can separate them through whatever category you want, meaning you can check the day, the week, the month, or the year that they actually were sold. And then finally, whatever information you want, you can print into an Excel file to give to an accountant or a CPA for tax time, for tax purposes, and also for different things that you guys may need to show how your business is doing and how it's growing, and how you're managing it. Bookkeeping is an essential asset to every single business out there, and this is why we are deciding to start with bookkeeping as our startup. So that is how we got there. So next, I want to show you guys on where we're at today. So some of the things that we are doing today and where we are at. As of right now, today is April 21st, 2020. Our software has currently 100 subscribers, and we are trying to get to 1,000 within the next few months to start including some more investors. We have been picked up by a incubator team who has been working with us every step of the way to make sure our software is 100% perfect by the time we are getting ready to get investments. We are getting closer day by day. We are 1/10 of the way there to finalizing our investors, and some of the things that our incubator is working on it with us, I'm going to share with you. Before we even started doing this, we had to make sure that we had a problem that needed to be addressed. As of right now, we are 1/10 of the way there to finalizing and making sure that this product is there. We went about doing this by making sure that it was an actual problem. And from every person that I've spoken to individually, this is an actual problem. And we are going to keep on developing it and testing it and getting more people to sign up. So that was step one. You always have to make sure that you're working on a problem that needs to be solved, and you want to make sure that you're not the only one with that issue. You need to research this, you need to be involved with it, you need to reach out to other people who are having the same issues. And that's what we did, and that's where we are right now. At this point in time, there are 100 other people who say this is a product that they'd be interested in because of what it does and what problems that it solves. So that's where we're at with this. Basically, now we're going to go over what we've decided to do from here. So I spoke with my incubator team this morning, and our new goals for this month are going to be to consistently try to get 50 signups every single week moving forward until we reach 1,000. Now that is the next goal. We're working on it right now. We don't have 100% perfect marketing plan, but I'm going to go over that next and how it's starting to pan out. Some key things that I learned from marketing. Marketing is organization. That's all it is. Organization and tactfully copywriting to the right intended audience at the right time. So it's organization and tactfully targeting the right audience at the right time with the right information. That's what it seems like to me, and I'll break it down how I got to that concept and what I mean by that moving forward. But basically, as we continue to grow, we are trying to get 50 subscribers every week. And in the meantime, what my goal individually is to go about this and to try to make sure that all of the people who signed up are going to get a good representation of what we're trying to fix. Now, I need to get to the nitty-gritty. So I will be personally emailing all of these people to see how we can help them and move their business forward so that our software is compatible with their type of business and that we are answering every single pain point they have. So some of the things that we may have overlooked are going to get answered through these small emails that we message to everybody. We're going to start by giving everybody a 10-minute conversation. So I'm going to reach out to them and we're going to say, hey, like, how can we work through our problems, and how can I solve these problems better for you? What do I need to do to make this software 100% perfect and make sure that you guys are happy with it, and how can I make sure that it does that for you? So that was goal number one. We're going to be reaching out to each individual seller and everybody who signed up and start getting to the nitty-gritty, all the pain points that they're having running their business and what their current bookkeeping software doesn't do, which they wish it could do for them. And we're going to solve those problems for them. So that's how we're going about this. When we originally launched this software, we thought we had a good understanding of it. eBay decided to change their algorithm a little bit, and we had to readjust. So we're in the process right now of doing a relaunch. So if you have come to my page before, if you have visited the software, you probably saw EasyFees.io being marketed and being thrown out there, and it's working. It is 100% working. However, this is now the beta. So everybody that signs up, we let them know ahead of time, like, look, this is a beta version of our software. As we develop the fully functional one, we are going to bring you guys on board and we're going to show you what we're working on. So this is one of my first startups I've ever built. I tried to build one other one. It was unsuccessful. However, it was in the gaming market and it was super incredibly hard. Now we're working on this brand new one. It's a software one, and we're really trying to focus 100% solely on getting off the ground. So what you're going to see in the next few weeks as I keep moving forward, my YouTube channel is going to be dedicated to this. My Instagram is going to be dedicated to this. All of my information I'm putting out and my contacts are going to be dedicated to this. This is going to be my one sole focus moving forward until we get it off the ground. And why am I doing this? It has been proven in the past when I decided to go fully immerse myself in everything I possibly could with eBay dropshipping. That is how I myself did so successful was because I fully immersed in everything. I didn't just take one course for eBay dropshipping, I took 5. I took 5 separate courses. All of them I went through and understood completely. Now we're going to be doing the same thing with our startup. I am fully immersing myself within the aspect of getting this off the ground. So that's where we're at right now. Now moving forward, I want to share with you guys some of the things that we are currently working on and getting off the ground and what's worked. So when we are building a startup, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have a proper landing page. So we're going to go over some of the landing pages and the conversions and what's been working and what hasn't been working, so I can show you guys, like, this is the inside, in-depth beginning of getting a startup off the ground. For anybody who wants to see it in the future, this will be laid out and we will have everything. I'm going to do another series when this is all done, and I'll release all the videos that I have in my secret Facebook group that goes from the beginning and all the things that I was asking them until now. So those are going to be saved until a later time. At this point in time, I would say we are 1/10 in justifying the startup is valuable and is worthwhile for the business that we're creating right now. So that's where we are. We have 100 signups. That's where I'm starting this, okay? So now let's go over the landing pages. So with the landing pages, this is our landing page setup right here. As you can see, I'll move this over so it makes it a little bit easier. After a couple of our trials, we have some that have 7 visitors, some that have 6, 11, 202, 3, 63, and then 1. So these conversions, you're going to say, man, there's not 100 conversions on there. That's correct. A majority of the people have actually signed up to our regular website. So our regular website seems to be a better converter than our landing pages, which is something we have to work on, which means that the information that we're providing isn't enough yet, or we're too new for people to understand what we are actually offering and how we're trying to get ourselves off the ground. So this is a piece of information that we're trying to adjust for you. With that being said, we're going to go into a few of our favorite landing pages and show you guys why we chose them and what we're doing with them. So I'm going to go over that right now. Now, as we go into our first landing page, this is one of the newest ones that I just created. It is a simple landing page. After building landing pages and learning about them, the simpler you go, the better. And this is one of our key ones that we're going to try focusing in the next few weeks. So basically, it's just saying EasyFees.io is changing eBay bookkeeping forever. We are trying to go with the route of Harry's Razor's marketing pre-launch campaign. They did a fantastic job. Harry's decided they would actually set up a simple landing page to get people to sign up before it actually was released, and then after they signed up, in order to get more discounts and more free things, they would have them bring back more people to them to sign up so that they can actually acquire new cool items. So we're thinking about setting that up myself. I'm going to be talking with my developer in the next few weeks to go about that and show you guys where we're at with that and how that's working. So this is our one of our first landing pages, and that's what we're working on. So the next I'm going to show you guys the second one. This one hasn't been marketed heavily yet. We're thinking about doing the upcoming. If you guys have an opinion on it, drop it below. Let us know which ones you guys like seeing. And now moving forward. Okay, this is our second one. So this one we thought was going to do pretty well, but unfortunately, because of the get 1 month free when we launch, it's not doing so well compared to what we thought it was going to do. So that's one thing we're learning right now. So I think the pain points are addressed pretty accurately. As you guys can see, all your fees, expenses, and everything is shown right there. So all your fees, expenses, and sales tax shown right next to every eBay sale. I think that pretty much hits home. Customizable dashboard to show all your sales and profits was pretty intriguing to me. Easily export all your daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly data into a clear, concise Excel sheet was also pretty interesting to me. And it was a simple sign up. So when you click it to sign up, here's what pops up. Sign up today for an all access pass for free. You send us your first name, your last name, your email address, and you get all this information, and you get early access into You get early access into the startup, and that's how it goes. So that was our next landing page that we're also trying to test. Now, some of the key information that we are learning is that this may not intrigue people because you only get 1 free month when we launch, and we haven't launched yet with our newest beta release, which we really want to focus on because it tackles the sales tax problem, which a lot of people are having issues with right now. So that's what we're working on as well. So with that being said, this one hasn't been a very high converter either, but we're learning from it. This is a learning process. I'm going to share with you guys everything. Now moving forward, we also have our last landing page bundle that we thought was going to be extremely successful. We did a few conversions and it actually made some money, which it wasn't bad at all. It was great. So what we offered in this one was when you signed up, you had 2 months of Easy Fees IO when we launch, plus instant access to our secret Facebook launch page and our free ebook on how to calculate and find your eBay fees. So this was our second one that this was our true second landing page that we tried, and it actually did pretty good. I think we can organize it a little bit better to be more targeted specifically, and we want to allow more people inside the Facebook group to have the ability to tell us how we can build the software out. So we're going to try and incorporate different things for that. So for people who have already signed up, we may give them access to the Facebook group. We're not sure yet on how we're going to address that, but we're working on it. If you guys have any information on how you'd like to see that go, you can go ahead and drop us a link and we'll check it out and we will totally address it for you guys. So that's another one that we're working on. And our final landing page is just kind of like an A/B split test, but this one we believe is going to do pretty well when we launch it. The only thing we specifically changed was the fact that we say get notified when we launch. Now you sign up, you click sign up today, and then sign up today for an all access pass, and it says step inside. And that is what we're working on, and I think this is going to be one of our better converting ads or landing pages. I will let you know on Friday when we release our second setup and how we're doing and how we're growing. Okay, so this one's going to be a little bit long, this video, but we're really I just want to get you guys involved in where we're at with this startup and show you guys what we did. Okay, all right, next we are going to go over our subscribers. As you can see right here, we have literally 103 subscribers. I could scroll down further, but I don't want to do that because there's emails in here and I don't want to share those with you guys. That's personal information. So what I mean by that is you can see our subscriber count. Email sent, we have 18. Our average click rate, 44%. Average open rate, 83%. So 83% of our current subscribers have opened the email, which is great. So that means we have people who are listening to get our information. And we are going to start increasing and sending emails out to those, because the next step is to get 50 of those people who have subscribed already to answer some questions for us so that we can break down and create the software specifically designed for them. So I'm going to create a compelling email that asks for 10 minutes of their time, and if they don't have 10 minutes, then we're going to create a questionnaire and we'll send that out to them, and we're hoping that they'll answer it for us so that we can help develop this and build it out even better for them. So that's where we're at as well. So these are our 103 subscribers. So in case you guys were wondering, this is where we keep all our subscribers right now. We like to use ConvertKit, and we're going to keep moving forward from there. Next, I'm going to share with you how our Google ads have ran, our Facebook ads. Facebook has been, kind of crazy. It wasn't really the best ad manager. We've tried a bunch of different ones. I think I've spent over $300, not just specifically on Facebook ads for Easy Fees, but other things as well. Advertising has always been a problem, especially for me. I just find it extremely difficult. Right now we have somebody who's helping us with it. They're helping us set up the ads. We're learning from it. We're testing new things. We're trying to get more signups right now. Right now we really just would like to get 1,000 users subscribed for our software. So when we do our second beta launch, we actually have a audience that's ready information. So this is going to be for different pieces of information. So we actually were successful in getting a video out with Paul J. Lipsky. Fantastic guy, knows everything about eBay bookkeeping, eBay in general, and especially drop shipping. Between Amazon and eBay, he's doing a fantastic job, and he's helping us get our software initiated and out there. And we take all that piece of information that people right out there that is relevant to adjusting the software, and we started addressing it. So this is our first stuff that we added for calculating and organizing all the data. So this is one of the pieces that you guys need to do. This is what I'm talking about when marketing comes down to. It is specifically keeping track of all that information so that you can adjust it and go out and back and reach out to those individuals and specifically answer all the questions that they have for you. And we have 3 sets of books that we're working on right now. This is another one where we have some more information written out and just different pieces of stuff. So who we've contacted, the admins of the group, have we seen information from them? Have we been allowed to post there? What was the, good versus bad posts? Like, were people excited? Were they not excited? Were they interested? Were they not interested? And were those people allowed to sign up? This is the nitty-gritty of marketing. It is very difficult. It takes a long time. And to get something off the ground, you have to be fully immersed in it. You really, really, really have to keep driving it forward. So that's where we're at with that. We're just going to keep on piling forward and just keep driving it straight, and we're going to see how that does. Now, the next and final thing that we were working on was our last piece of information. This is inside this secret Facebook group, and what we offer here is just the ability for sellers to tell us exactly what their pain points are, and we write those down specifically, and we tackle each individual one, and we hit it inside of our, every time we talk to our developers, our incubators, we make a list and we're going through them and we're like, okay, we fix this problem, 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 and we're working on those specifically for that. So that's where we are at. So guys, this has been our introduction to episode 1 of how I am going to, or launching a startup. And our startup is EasyFees.io, and you can sign up at EasyFees.io, or you can use one of our landing pages to get notified when we do launch. Whichever one you choose, we appreciate it. If you guys could just support us as we grow, it would be tremendous, and it would mean the world to me. And that's how we're going to go about this. So specifically, moving forward, every Monday and Friday, I'm going to do this the same way I do in my Easy Fees launch group. I'm going to create a YouTube video for you guys on how the progress is going, where we're at, where we are going next, and what we can do. So in the upcoming weeks, we have a video with Rico. I also have another big video coming out with a huge eBay seller. I'm not going to list any names right now, but once we get that in the ball rolling, we'll be discussing it and I'll be telling you guys about it. But for instance, they have over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube alone, and they've been in the game for a very long time. So I wanted to drop that, guys, on you guys. If you guys can, it would mean the world to me if you subscribe, hit the like button, and also drop any questions you have on our startup as we're building it. If you want to see some changes, if you want to see something, again, I'm going to focus specifically on giving you guys everything Monday and Friday about our startup. That is our goal. That's what we have been doing, and I want to keep with that routine because I think it's great. I think it's enough time to deliver this information out to you guys, and I want to say thank you, and I will speak with you guys soon. All right, guys, peace.